What, for killing drug dealers?
Yeah, for allegedly killing drug dealers.
Well, I mean, hold on.
I was like, when is that a crime against humanity?
Exactly. Kailan pa naging krimen against humanity yung pagpatay mo sa mga alleged criminals? Alleged drug dealers. Isang buhay niyan, ang daming buhay na sinira niyan. So ano mas importante, yung buhay ng kriminal o yung buhay ng biniktima ng kriminal? O, hindi ba? So, tawan-tawa itong mga taga ibang bansa na sinasabi na, ha? Tayo na dito sa bansa natin, terorista, kriminal. Pag namatay yan, dapat lang. Pero sa Pilipinas, bawal. Anak ng tinapay.
There was a joke
crime against humanity to kill drug dealers trying to take over your government.
There was a joke in the chat that says that Europe is pissed off that they killed his drug dealers. Were these extrajudicial assassinations? Were they like cold-blooded murder, or were they, were they?
I mean, all he did was he authorized the police to do self-defense involving conflict with drug dealers. He's like, and he took the gloves off. He said, "Look, they're trying to make a narco state here, like they were doing in El Salvador." He goes, "Folks, you got carte blanche. Go at it." And what happened? He created one of the he took one of the most dangerous cities in the country as mayor and made it one of the safest.
Imagine, alam nila, nalalaman na nila, nagre-research na yung mga banyaga. Oh my God. He was the mayor of Davao, and Davao is in Mindanao, and you know how gulo Mindanao is. And he made Davao the safest city from the unsafest city. So magaling to. So okay to. Mantakin mo yung hindi livable, ginawa niyang livable. Yung pinamumugaran ng mga kriminal, ibinalik niya sa mga tao yung mga kriminal na ubos. Magaling to. O so yun yung ano nila. Eh bakit pinatapon? O yun na ngayon ang pinagtataka nila at pinagtatawanan nila. Ngayon, when they dig deeper, tsaka yung makikita nila, na ang Pilipinas ngayon, pinamumunuan ng anak ng dating diktador. Tapos ang pinakamasaklap pa, may utang na loob sa pamilya Duterte. Tinarantado yung pamilya Duterte. Worse, tinrider pa yung bayang Pilipinas. Anong ginawa? Pucha, kidnapping. O, tinan mo, sila naman mismo magsasabi that this is kidnapping.
So
the backstory is politics.
Well, so someone said it was his political rival that turned him in.
Not really. It was supposed to be his ally. So it's the old Marcos family.
Imagine, ayan, no? It's the political ally who turned, it's the political rival who turned him in. Anong sabi nung isa? Hindi, ah. Ang nakakatawa, they're allies, but they turned him in. Anong itsura natin mga Pilipino pag ganyan? Mantakin mo, kaibigan mo, tapos traidor ka? Kaibigan mo, kasama mo, pinagkanuno mo, puta, mas masahol ka pa kay Judas. Mas masahol ka kay Judas. Anak ng tinapay, kasi si Judas, inoferan ng pera para gawin to. Pero ikaw, pucha, gumastos ka pa para gawin mo lang to. Para ipagkanuno yung yung alay mo. Di ba nakakahiya ang lahing Pilipino nito? O sino may kasalanan yan? Si Duterte? Anak ng tinapay, oh.
From the Philippines, which have had long disputes with Western European authorities. They united with Duarte, or I'll get his name mispronounced, but Duterte. I
think it's Duarte. I'm gonna see how it's.
I'm gonna say Duarte. Why not? But his daughter was vice president along with Marcos running for president, and now they've split since then. Marcos decided no longer wants their support, but knows that if he tried to indict him in the Philippines, the jury would definitely acquit because he's one of the most popular people in the Philippines ever. So what did he do? He cut a secret deal with the corrupt International Criminal Court out of the Hague, pursuant to the Rome Statute, which Duarte had pulled them out of that. And Marcos, to my knowledge, had not joined it back again. So what he did is he just basically allowed a major public official to be kidnapped, dragged to the Hague, where he'll be tried for crimes against humanity. What it was always going to happen. Some of us were long critics of the International Criminal Court.
Imagine. Sila na nagsasabi that it was kidnapping. Kidnapping talaga. Mantakin mo sa eroplano galing sa Hong Kong, dinala rito. They dragged him to another plane going to The Hague. So anong tawag doon? Kidnapping. Why? Because PRD was not accorded due process in a sense na dapat humarap muna siya sa korte dito sa Pilipinas. Hindi na nag-shortcut tayo Binamigay na kagad natin siya doon, tapos bahala na kayo sa buhay nyo. Ganun na nangyari. Kita mo, buhol-buhol yung mga putang ina sa Senado. Buhol-buhol yung sinasabi, putang ina. Si Boying halos atakihin na. Subjudice. Executive, privilege. Executive, putang ina niyan. Di ba? Nataranta na sila. Even si Torre, tinanong si Torre, ano yung protocol? Kung alam mo. Hindi, alam mo eh. Mas marunong ka pa eh. Di ba? Yabang-yabang mo doon. Sabi mo, kakalad ka rin mo. Hindi, sabi ko, kakalad ka rin ko si Mijaldea eh. Putang ina. Yabang-yabang mo nung una eh. Kakalad ka rin mo presidente. Tapos ngayon, kakalad ka rin mo. Biglang iba na. Tangina, puros kayo kakupala. Akala nyo kasi hindi kayo sisingilin. Sabi ko sa inyo, kung ano yung ginawa nyo ngayon, it will stay forever in the internet. And hanggang sa mamatay kayo, dala-dala nyo yan.